Yeah.
No, I don't even need to. Alright, yeah.
There we go. Welcome to the second part, innit?
Okay, yeah, the second part, but just before we carry on. The reason why we've been away, yeah, is because we had some problem with the renders, and then I accidentally deleted 2 podcasts. We filmed another 2 podcasts, but then we both agreed not to upload them for personal reasons. And we filmed 3 podcasts with the new mic we've got, and then everything was fine. La da da da, bada bing, bada boom. We uploaded it to YouTube, and when we heard this screeching sound, it's just you can't hear us talk. So.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're just gonna carry on using the camera's mic, and until we fix the actual microphone, we don't have that squeaking. We're not going to be using it, so you're just gonna have to deal with what we got in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try fix them 3 other podcasts that we had. Hopefully, I've still got them on my laptop, so I can just go to them and keep the camera's microphone recording of that audio in the camera, so I can re-upload the other 3 as well.
So stay tuned.
So welcome back to episode 2 of harnessing, encouraging your masculinity, cultivating it, embracing it.
Your masculinity.
So if you haven't seen part 1, it should be on the screen now, yeah? Or in the link in the description.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the link in the description and also at the end of this video as well.
Alright.
I need to learn how to put in the cards.
Cards are good as well.
Yeah, because like right now, like watch part 1. Boom. Yeah, it happens.
Nice.
I'm gonna look into that.
Did you have anything you want to start with, or do you just want to go straight to the list? Yeah.
No, let's just go to the list. Let me see if I've got some, because I had something written down.
Alright.
Oh, okay. This one's a little bit controversial. Nofap.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Yeah,
I've heard about it a few times.
So what is nofap? Basically, don't masturbate or don't ejaculate. That's probably the best way to put it. Don't ejaculate, basically. You know.
It's going a little woo-woo.
Yeah, this is that. Sexual transmutation.
Sexual transmutation. Yeah.
But you know what? It could be placebo or kind of like just buying into it. I can feel it. I'm feeling it. You know what I mean? Like just go like 2 weeks without busting, and you'll feel extra energy. You'll feel like
more testosterone.
More testosterone for sure.
They say women can feel when a man is low on his seed and when he's harnessing it.
Yeah.
So women can smell the is it pheromones?
Yeah.
Pheromones.
Yeah.
They say women can smell that pheromone and all that. Pros and cons to it.
Cons, I guess. You know when you get blue balls, that's a con because it's like itchy. It's like an itch you have to scratch.
So if you ever got that developing inner strength and outer strength, you got that inner strength, you could be starting to act like a simp.
Pretty much, yeah. Because then you gotta be extra desperate as well. Because like you just wanna have sex and like. Because the thing is, you become extra attracted to women as well. Like anything feminine, it's just like, bruh, like you'll be, like your senses will be much more heightened as well. Like, you know, you meet a girl, she smells nice, she looks nice, she's, got curves, all of that. You can start imagining all this stuff. So, nofap's good for it, because like, I guess, the stuff we've said, semen retention, more testosterone. I wouldn't recommend it long term though, because at least you should be ejaculating once a month at the least, right? Again, that's going to prevent ball cancer. It's a measure against it, right? Have you ever tried it?
Yeah. I don't know if it was placebo or not, but I kind of felt something still. I did. A lot of energy,
right?
A lot of creation, productivity, discipline.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's a habit that helps you build discipline, isn't it? Should we go with yours?
I seen this one video and it gone a bit dark about like You were saying, I don't encourage nofap, that will have people raping others and that, and I was thinking, yo,
what the fuck?
I know, it takes it.
Bruh,
Like, did he have
I
to
don't
take
get
it there?
people who do that, man.
Did he have to take it there?
And the thing is, on nofap, you can still have sex, you just don't have to come. But, good luck. Good luck.
That's a big one as well. Not ejaculating when you're having sex.
Yeah. It's a lot of self-control for sure. But that's definitely gonna be, that when she can't make you come, it's like you're in your strength, bro. You're in your ground. You're like, I can't be moved. Again, that's what the masculine is, isn't it? You can't be moved. You're a mountain and she's the ocean in the world.
Yeah, I was reading this one book as well. Way of Superior Man or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a good book from the beginning, it's all good and that, but towards the end.
We are gonna review that book as well. Yeah.
Towards the end, so it gets a bit woo-woo.
Right.
It's an alright book, the beginning
It is.
a bit beginning, middle, end, a bit, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was saying about this woman they was having sex, she wanted him to ejaculate and everything. So he did it, and when he did do it, she was like, what did you do? Why did you do that? She didn't actually want him to do it. She wanted him to like hold his ground, so be centered, and I've done it a few times with some women, but I don't know, it touches them, it touches some sort of bone in them that like, sometimes it comes up insecurity, like what, am I not good enough to make him ejaculate, something like that, but I don't know, I think you're, there's some women that when you do that with them, I don't know, you enter their mind somehow, I don't know.
Like in a good way, in like a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost like she's not that she's intrigued, but it's like shit tests.
Yeah.
And like that's you passing like the ultimate shit test, right? So it's like, wow, this guy can't really I can't move this guy. That way she can trust your masculinity as well. That way,
Yeah.
But yeah, that book it definitely has some moral sides to it. You'll see one. Like, and then the stuff we're gonna mention now, some of it was from the book.
You know what we should do? Have in some place, we'll make like a books Mind Screed recommends. So any of the viewers can go get audiobook. Trust me, just get audiobook. And
not everyone has time to read or the energy to read. So audiobook's good.
Yeah, we'll just put it somewhere for the viewers to pick. So you want to look at some books themselves, what we can recommend on that.
Yeah. So what we recommend, and also the books that we will be currently reading as well, innit? Yeah. But yeah.
He takes full responsibility for his life.
Yes. I hate people who hate is a strong word.
It's strong.
I hate you. I don't like people who
victim.
Yeah, like they take on the victim role. Like it wasn't my fault. It was these people's fault. Like on some level, like another book, Extreme Ownership. That's a good book by Jocko Willink, some Navy SEALs. But yeah, like there's power in taking responsibility for your own actions, because again, like it's your life. So no one's responsible for your life and the things that you do. It's all on you, and you just like, even if it's, say for example, we both go into business, we put in half the money, you chip me out of my money. Part of me in the beginning obviously is gonna blame you. I'll blame you, whatever, right? But then again, it's gonna be like, okay, I should have seen this coming. I should have seen the red flags. I should have done this, and that. There's always something that I could have done. So instead of blaming, take full responsibility, and that's gonna help you move forward as well. I've got another thing to cultivate masculinity is competition. Come closer. Yeah, like competition. Like with men here, we thrive in competition. You know, some people will be like, why do men have to compete? It's like toxic masculinity. It's in our nature, bro. It's in our nature. It's competing. Like we like to test our ability against other people. You know.
Otherwise, how am I gonna grow?
Right.
If I'm not, I know it's a war against yourself and that, and I'm beating the person I was yesterday. But when you've got like a nice foundation of other people in your stable,
Yeah.
It's helped me. It's helped me to have competition with each other. and want to try to push each other.
That's how the masculine challenges the masculine.
But it's not like, if Tawonga beats me in this
Yeah.
score, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm not his friend. Blah, blah, blah. It's not like that sort of thing. That's dead.
Yeah.
So you have to know, like, if the guys you're chilling with, they can have healthy, like, competition like that.
And just we love to compete, man. Like, it's not a negative thing. Like, even like the reason we watch sports, fighting sports, all of that, it's because we love the competition. I mean, on some level, that's living vicariously through the athletes, but like there's been studies where, like, if say you're at a football game, your team loses, your testosterone goes down.
Mad.
And if your team wins, your testosterone goes up. Bruh, you weren't even competing.
That's crazy.
But you were looking at others competing, and that actually affected your own physiology.
We're so connected.
You know what I mean?
It's unbelievable, you know.
Humans
How connected
weird.
we are.
Yeah.
Funny creatures. Don't put too much value on the opinions of others. Like, fuck what people think, man. Fuck what they think of you.
Like, seriously. In fact, it's none of your business what they think of you as well. Okay? Like, whatever they're doing, that's them. You're just gonna live your life, and don't try to act to please other people so they can have a nice opinion of you. Other people's opinions doesn't pay your bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, trust me. He has a sense of humour. He's not always a serious masculine in his masculine frame sort of guy, you know, that kind of shit. He can chill sometimes, he can have a laugh, he can make fun out of himself or friends or situations or whatever. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, life's too short to be serious all the time.
It's all the time just serious, man. Why?
That's just, that's a mask you're putting on there. If you're always serious like that.
Oh, God. Yeah. I think that's a fear that some people may have as well. Like, oh yeah, so if I become more masculine, does that mean I'm not gonna be joking around and being just loose? Like, no, it doesn't mean that.
There's a way to be funny, yeah, and dare I use the word goofy, but still keep a masculine frame. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, let me see, who does that properly? Probably, I'm thinking Mike Tyson. Or
what I think.
Or probably Jocko Willink, maybe. He does that.
That's like AMS. He does that.
Yeah, he every time he busts a joke, people forget that he's funny as well, isn't it? Like, yeah, like he's not always serious. And he does these funny voices as well. Okay, this is back to, it's almost back to the one we mentioned in the first podcast. This one's awakening the killer instinct. Right, this can be done through training and martial arts, and I feel like that's one really good way we can really awaken our killer instinct. Unless, like, this one's gonna probably get you killed. I'm not recommending it. I'm just saying it's a way to do it. Right, join the army. Right, you're gonna have that comradeship. What's the word?
Comradeship.
Yeah, that comradeship, and you're gonna be working in a team with one purpose, and also again that killer instinct. You may have to shoot some people. You may get shot at, whatever, right? But yeah, just through training and martial arts, man. Again, fighting is in our nature as well. As men, we're built to fight. We have strong upper body strength. We have these dense bones, you know. And I don't know, something to do with our hips. We can punch properly because women have birthing hips and all that, innit? And just sprinting as well, man. Like, just sprint as fast as you can. Like your life depends on it, because it does.
It's present and centered. So being present and centered. So when you said like men are more like sort of in order and centered, we should strive to be that. But women are more like emotional, more chaotic, more of a crashing waves and that. I've noticed with like if you're in an altercation with one or something, and you just remain silent, and you like sort of let it pass and wait for them to go down a bit, so that you can actually speak. So it's kind of like remain low tones and then carry on, wait for it. But I've noticed just from observing it, there was this guy in Tesco. He wanted to get some cigarettes, and he had his ID on his phone, and the woman was like, instantly started giving him cheek and that kind of stuff. I don't know, maybe from like
cashier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe from seeing his appearance or what he looked like, how he was holding himself, she thought, I can just walk over this guy, I've got no respect for him for some reason. And everything was all good. He was saying, no, I can do this. He was all centered in that. But like as soon as he went off center and gave off a sort of feminine approach to her signal, she smiled and had a glimpse of like excitement, like, oh yeah, I've got him. I took him off, sort of. I've noticed that. I remember watching an Abu. Is it Abu? Abu and Preach.
Oh yeah, Abu and
Something
Preach.
like
Them guys are jokers.
He had this one video like, be careful who you let over. And there was this one woman. She was mad, bawling at him, shouting and all this kind of stuff. He wasn't saying anything to her because he kept a recording of the actual conversation secretly, and the excitement in her voice when he actually replied to her, it was the same sort of thing I just told you about the Tesco story. Don't know, it's like I've seen anyway.
Yeah, because if you let anyone move you off your center, you've lost already, man. You've already lost.
Real talk.
That reminded me of a video as well. Remember that video of, I think I sent it to you. This guy and girl were outside like a restaurant, sitting outside a cafe or something, right? And then she's going off on him, like going off. She's all up in his face. She even spills a drink in his face, right? And he's just standing there. He's just sitting there doing nothing. Like, you know, he's sitting there doing nothing. She's all up in his face. She's doing all this crap. But, you know, some guys are like, yeah, I would have walked away, or I would have told her to calm down or whatever, right? But I don't know, part of me is like, that guy stood there, or he sat there, and he accepted her anger and her frustration or whatever the fuck, right? You know, I don't know what's going on in their relationship. I'm just saying, on the outside looking in like that, it looks like he's grounded. And he's unreactive, innit? And that's like part of being a masculine man as well. It's like being unreactive. You can respond, but you don't react in that way. So you're not reacting.
Work on your response, not your reaction.
Yep.
I was gonna say you should never argue with a woman, but in Scratch Woman, you should never argue with anyone. You should never let anyone take you off your center like that. You need to keep your head while others are losing theirs.
Yeah.
And just be centered. You have to, trust me, it's a big thing to cultivate that sort of center, because in a crisis, when something's going to happen, you're centered and you're thinking, okay, don't panic, what's the solution, let me do this, done. I had it like some time ago. I was doing a big bonfire in my back garden, and it started to spread. And, you know, it's my garden. It was summer as well, so it's like lots of
dry,
yeah. Bro, it started spreading, and then I'm thinking, oh shit. Okay, so what do I do? For a millisecond, I was panicking. I was like, oh shit, no. And then I just come back to myself, and I was like, all right, quick, get the hose, wet all the grass around it, and it was just done.
Cool.
But I feel like that's the goal, where you need to be.
Just doing it regardless of whether you're panicking or not.
What is it? There's a fight, flight, or freeze.
Yeah.
You gotta be that fight, trust me. You have to be that fight. In them circumstances, when a fire's gonna burn down the yard.
Yeah, it's so easy to flight as well. That's the thing. Like in those situations, it's easy to just run away or freeze in indecision.
But yeah, working on some fighting sort of things. Well, I'm going to do like BBJ and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
That's good as well, because like, I ain't saying you don't argue with a guy who's got like a knife at you or something like that, or is trying to like actually hit you. You need to know how to like defend yourself.
Yeah, like it's better to have a sword and not need it than to not have it and need it, right? It's that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's coming into what this next one was. He's not a nice guy, but he's a kind guy. And back to that one, a good guy is a good guy isn't a person who can do no damage. One of Jordan Peterson's quote. A kind guy is one that can do lots of damage, but keeps it under voluntary control.
Yeah. So like you're civilized. You've civilized yourself basically.
Your civilized destruction.
Yes. Yeah. So again, that's that integration of the shadow as well, isn't it?
Yeah, real talk.
Like these nice people don't have like they haven't fully integrated their shadow. Most of them, anyways. But yeah, like a good guy is not harmless, innit? He's capable of all that. He just chooses not to. In certain circumstances.
Don't act tough all the time. Being masculine isn't about you acting tough and like the hardball all the time.
Yeah, that's the odd traditional. Like it's a stereotype of the traditional masculinity, isn't it?
You turn your negative emotions into positive emotions. So that goes again of having like the inner strength and the outer strength.
Yeah, and like even in fighting as well. I think I was watching an interview of this UFC fighter, and they asked him if he uses his emotions when he's fighting. Like, what emotions do you call on? Like, okay, so he goes. It says something like, okay, I feel the anger, because like sometimes, you know, like after one round and say the guy's losing, the coach is gonna be all up in his face, like, yo, this guy is trying to take the championship from you, or like, you know, your kids are not gonna be fed because of this guy, right? And then that like hypes him up to fight. So like there's a way to fuel your aggression with your anger, but again, it's not rage. It's not like he's letting it take control over him. He's using it to fuel himself towards that goal. And that kind of thing as well is always short term as well. You can't always be, not with something like anger, because that's a destructive emotion. It's a good fuel to burn, but it's not going to be a long term thing. But you can also use this with other emotions as well. Like, I don't know, you can turn your jealousy into something positive. From jealousy to emulation, imitation, that kind of thing.
But with the anger part, it's an aggression really.
Yeah.
For me, when I hear anger, I feel like that's already going into the chaos.
Yeah.
And you losing your sight. So
yeah, and don't get me wrong. Like it was context, didn't it? It was context dependent. Like he's fighting, so of course he's gonna need the aggression. But yeah, like it's not.
I know, but if you start fighting with your emotions, you're fucked already. You need to fight with your mind and be centered again when you're fighting.
Yeah, it depends on the person again, yeah.
I feel like that's another part of the femininity we need to control. Cause like, say if you're with a woman and she's dicking down like 25 other men, what you're gonna do? You're gonna go check the men, and not check her. You're gonna go around to everyone's yard shooting up like 25 people.
Right.
No, you check the woman. You never check the man. And vice versa. I think, you know, you see it online, like the woman finds her man cheating, suddenly she starts fighting with the other woman. Are you dumb? What are you doing? You check the man.
It's disgusting. It's a weird one as well, man.
He uses eye contact. Not going like, not saying like to just keep holding eye contact and look into their eyes like a weirdo, like a freak. Like just keep watching and thinking, yeah, this is a power game where if this guy looks away first, he's a submissive, I'm the victor.
Ha! You looked away.
That's
Yeah.
Why?
I think that would be weird, man. Like, imagine just like.
Why? For me personally, why are you looking into another guy's eyes? I'm so down for. Why would you need to? Like,
just getting lost in some guy's eyes.
I don't really like. There's no power game for me. I'm not looking to stare this man out so I can.
I would
like,
slap you if you're just looking at me.
Think I'm or something like. I'd rather look into a woman's eyes, but still, I'm not going to be gaping into them holes of eternity. Like,
just try to look into your soul, innit? Like, boy, if you don't look away. No,
have a healthy balance of eye contact, innit?
Yeah, because I know, like, some people, they can be they're just socially awkward, and giving, like, not giving eye contact is, like, that's the way it comes out. Like, that's the way their social awkwardness is expressed as. So, like, they won't give you as much eye contact as, say, just like a normal socially gregarious person. But yeah, it's a balance, right? Like, there can be too much eye contact and there can be too little eye contact. And just because someone says you should give eye contact, you know, like he was saying before, like, it doesn't have to be psycho eye contact. You can always just take a break. Like, if you're not used to doing this, just do this. Just like, you're having a conversation, just look them in the eyes, maybe like, I don't know, 10 seconds, you look in the eyes, and then you just look away because you're explaining something, and then just that, you know what I mean?
You know, some might be counting now. They're looking at someone like that one.
Yeah, don't be. Obviously, I'm just saying, like, as a starting point, right? If you are one of them persons that's like just talking to someone, and then like, nice hat over there, you know what I mean? Just like, it's a start. Just eye contact, look away, eye contact, look away. You don't always have to be full on. But yeah, again, balance. Next.
Prepare, however, like, do not worry or fear.
Prepare, don't worry, don't fear.
Yeah, fear nothing but fear itself.
Well, what's that saying again? Like, if you don't plan,
you're planning to fail.
You're planning to fail, right? Yeah. Don't just wait. Don't just wait for things to happen, man.
That dragon chaos always around the corner.
It's always around the corner, bro.
Have your shield and have your sword.
It's like if you stand still, you're gonna start. It's like it's a muddy mountain, right? You have to keep going forward and plan your routes. Like, if you just stand still, you're gonna, again, the chaos is gonna find you and you're gonna slide right down to the bottom of the mountain. Again, just plan, otherwise you plan to fail. Just gotta plan things, man. You can't just, I don't know, like, in my more free days, my free spirited days, I was like that. I was like, yo, I don't need a plan, go with the flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it bites you in the ass in the end, man.
I know.
You gotta plan your shit.
Right, it doesn't whine or complain or gossip. It doesn't do all of that. You shouldn't have time for that.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, about like say if you work in industries where it's like mostly women, gossiping is gonna be a huge part of the conversations you have with them, and it's gonna be, you're gonna be there thinking like is this is this how we talk? Is this how we're talking now? Just about other people? I'd rather talk about ideas. I'd rather talk about whatever book you're reading or some shit that happened to you that you learned from, or I don't know. You know what I mean? Stuff that means something. Like, because don't get me wrong, I'll have a conversation about anything. I'll have a conversation about, like, bro, I lost my glove. I lost my glove on the bus, yeah? I came out and I only had one glove on.
Always losing gloves.
I know. I'm on my, what's his name? My O.J. Simpson thing, innit? But hopefully I don't have any dead white girls in my track. That was a terrible joke. But yeah, like, yo, just talk about, and it, like, it's probably gonna sound sexist, but yo, women gossip. That's their thing, innit? Like, that's a feminine thing, gossiping. Like, you as a guy, you should have no business gossiping. Oh, what do you care about what your friend's been doing, and this guy in the office has been doing this and that? Like, just know.
This is just the way the majority of a certain sex builds rapport with others of the same sex. Obviously, not everyone is the same. Don't be a dickhead. Obviously, not all the same, but it's just a generalization back to a bit of science.
Yes.
I think we've already covered this. Like, be a hunter with tunnel vision and focus on your goals.
No.
Hunt goals, not animals. If you want to hunt animals, just hunt animals. I don't care. But we're just saying, like, be that hunter, get them goals in, and
yeah,
get on your purpose.
Awakening that killer instinct, bro.
The giant within, Tony Robbins, that's a good one as well. Oh, I don't know it come off. I was saying the accountability mirror from the book.
Yeah.
David Goggins, sick. Really talk to yourself in the mirror, and because that's the truth. It's the truth mirror there. You're looking at yourself. You're looking at what you are at this moment in time. You really gotta speak some shit into yourself.
Some real shit.
Yeah, real. Don't like. You can chat shit to yourself into the mirror for some time, but eventually you're gonna shut up. You're just gonna keep looking into the eyes. And I know narcissistic thing, like, oh, you look at me, I'm looking good. Some deep sort of shit where you're looking at yourself and you need to talk some real shit to yourself and put yourself in order.
Yeah.
That mirror, the accountability mirror, is a really powerful thing we could all start doing.
And that's it. And the thing is that accountability mirror as well probably pushes you into acting on whatever that you need to act on, innit? So it's not just standing in front of the mirror and then not doing anything about it. Like, you're being held accountable for something, whatever that thing is. That's the thing that your reflection is telling you to work on. So, I'm gonna read that book, bro. It's on my list as well.
It's good. It's good. I've still got a few more chapters I need to do in it. I recommend the audio book over the actual book because
Is it him?
Yeah, it's him. No. It's his friend. His friend narrates it, but he's in it also. They do like a podcast / radio / book. It's pretty good. Right. It speaks with power as well. Speaking with like your diaphragm and not like your voice. Being assertive with your words, and doesn't necessarily like say the first thing that comes to their mind. Is sort of like takes it in, has a good think about it, and make sure every word is valuable. Yeah.
Wait, what did you mean by that? Speaking with your voice versus your diaphragm?
So everyone knows, like, you see the top abdomen, you sort of like bring that in. Like, if you sort of like just push that up, have it up here, you can sort of like speak from down, from like all of the actual breath. If you take it in, like, I'm speaking from my abdomen here, so all of the vibration and voice is coming from the stomach. And in Elliot Hirsch's video, see his balls and then breathing with your balls.
With bioenergetics, yeah.
Or you can just speak with your voice,
right here,
and, like your nostrils, and it doesn't really like sound too
appealing or it's very nauseating. And
it's like, can you make your bed in the morning, please?
I don't know if I can. I'll think about it though.
To then make your bed in the morning.
Oh yeah, big difference.
Can you make a bed in the morning, please?
Can you make a bed in the morning?
Can you make your bed in the morning, please?
In the morning.
Why? Because you have to put some self-discipline into your life. It's not a little thing like, oh, I just got to clean up and just do this because mum's told me to.
It's little things, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's being more like sort of assertive, and we haven't got kids yet, but your kid's gonna be like, if it's got cheek, it's gonna be like, why? And then you can actually explain it to them. I feel like, because a lot of mums, single mums, I think, told their kids, or they either overcovered them and cleaned their rooms for them, or they did tell them to make their bed and clean their room. But they weren't giving us a logical reason behind it. But I feel like that's why Peterson, now people are listening to why you have to clean your room, because he put like a whole freaking paragraph and sub-genre, subsection and depth towards like why you got to keep your room clean and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like if you know your why, it can definitely be enough fire to keep you going. Some things we haven't mentioned, but kind of connected to that as well. It's body language as well. Don't close off your body. Like, you said you have to talk with power, but you also have to move and walk with power as well. Again, stand up straight with your shoulders back, right? That's like, that's what all the military people do. Like, they all, like, you'll never find a military person that slouches. They're always standing at attention, facing the world forward, chest up, shoulders back, relaxed, and just open as well, open to the world. You have to...
It says, I'm ready for the world and what it has to bring and give.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's like, you're what's it called? Autonomic system or something like that.
Your autonomic system.
Autonomic system. It shows like all the all the nerve endings, because most people think the brain's just here. It's literally throughout all the body. The amount of like veins and nerves that are like attached to it. It's mad. So your body language is your mind. I did a study one time. There was a group A and group B, and what they need to do is they need to do a bungee jump. Group A was told to curl up into a ball just before they do the bungee jump. Only like 2 out of 10 did it. Group B was told to be put in a power pose, the shoulders back, like arms up in the air, stare out like a star. I think it was like 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 jumped.
Oh.
So
again, it's the power of your body, man. You just you need to look after your body, man. People underestimate how much power is in your body. Especially now. Now it's so easy, especially if you have like an office job.
yeah, probably.
And there's like, again, we're not really hunting for our food. It's just, there's fast food. You can just order online and all that stuff. As soon as you start taking care of your body, man, a lot of changes will start. Any last words?
It doesn't talk too much as well. A lot of people have a tendency to say a lot and say nothing in it, in saying that lot. So, I don't know, if you speak less and you really sort of like try to put together what you wish to say. And I think another thing was saying speak last as well. People are going to be more vulnerable to what you're saying to them.
Yeah, that's good as a leader as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any last words?
No.
Alright, so listen guys, again, this is your life. You're gonna get one body as well. And it doesn't matter how old you are as well, people always think like it's too late or it's too early for me to be doing this. Start now. Now's the time to start. And trust me, you gotta thank your past self for starting. Your future self is gonna be grateful. So that's the yeah, thanks for watching guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace, stay fresh, no stay clean. Actually, you know what, just stay masculine.